This is a Monetization podcast. Code red, here we are. Pick up your iPads, your cell phones, and have me and listen to Uncle the Podcast. Watch out. If you're sitting down for this, or if you're standing up, you better get ready for this, because it's gonna hit the eardrums. Uncle the Podcast.
You are listening to Uncle the Podcast. My name is Aaron. I'm the nephew-in-law. Here me at the start of show.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. 338 is a special week. A special one. Oh, there they are.
There they are.
You didn't get that, T-Bone.
Who are we talking about, Uncle?
The scissors.
Oh, the scissors. Oh, you've been looking for the scissors.
No, Nana is.
Oh, well, there is a pair here in this room.
I just was wondering if they was.
Yeah. No, they're my wife's from her old job.
Oh,
That's an old.
It's because she was looking for them. That just come.
Yeah, well, Uncle, we're live. It's Friday night, the O'Chelly Radio Network. This is Uncle the Podcast. People can call in.
How many that first call, man? Let's go. Come on, Jimmy, let's go. Bring up.
319-527-5016. That's the call-in number. Or you can use Skype. If you do, type a message to Chuck, our producer. He will bring you on the show when you type a message to him. He's Charles O'Chelly. Or call 319-527-5016. Uncle, we're live on Friday. It's wonderful.
I just didn't get up here early enough to hear your first hour. I sure would have liked to hear it, but I was busy doing something.
You didn't miss much. It's just me blabbing away. And again, the annoying point to me now at this moment is the fact that my new microphone is bunk. And so I got the old one back again. And it's working better than my new one.
Well, let's just take this one, the new one, off.
Yeah.
Well, when you get time. And put that thing, hook it on to it, and then just have that now, and then figure out what we can do with this microphone.
Yeah, anybody watching the live stream video will notice I'm not even using the boom stand. I'm just holding the mic, and it's a different sort of thing. I kind of, this. I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna hold the mic, Uncle. I'm like man on the street style here.
I sort of forgot to bring up my Bumwood Bob relaxation drink. Well,
the Mad Dog. The MD 2020?
I mean, 2020 in the fridge. I'm drinking that. That's not your drink now.
Oh, it's not.
Because you're like, you can't take that thing, like the man says. I'm the only one that can take that drink. You can't take that drink.
Wow.
You throw up too much.
My physiology doesn't mix well with wine. What can I say?
We know that. That's what we're saying. I had to tell you something. This is what I'm going to say tonight.
Mine is a hard liquor. Hard liquor does good for me. If I drink and I just stick to the liquors, I'm usually fine. Now, if I deviate from that, then I get myself into problems. The wine, forget it. It's over. Hangover as soon as I drink it.
Right. Yeah, because I've known him, this sidekick here, for a while now. When he drinks that wine, next morning, like Chuck's doing it on the lawn.
Indeed. That's right. Well, I mean, this is how it is. Bumwine Bob, I know he retweeted when I said that we're doing a live show tonight, so thank you, Bob, for that. We'll have to have him back on the show soon. We will. We've been away. We haven't been doing a show every week. We were gone last week, so apologies to the audience for that, but we're glad to be back, right? We're glad.
Yeah.
We're back here again.
What we're gonna have to do, get our trips out of the way, and in Fridays, let's have a continuation of helping us out of having one.
You're talking about Fridays?
On Fridays.
What are we doing on Friday other than this?
I mean, try to make it, line if you could.
Trying to make a line for people to stand in?
No, line of
in the sand.
Shows.
We're making a line in the sand tonight.
King Pat, I said shows. Shows.
We're going to line up the shows?
Oh, man. I think he has a little winding himself down. Can't understand what I'm even saying.
We're drawing a line in the sand. We're making a line for people to stand in.
I don't understand this, man. I'm trying to understand to tell him that I want to start, if we could, make a week full of this talk, if we could.
Are you talking about pre-record a show for when we're not around? We play the pre-recording?
Well, if they'd like it that way, we're not there. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, so pre-record a show. So if we're not there, we play the pre-recorded show.
Because that way, if they are looking for us, but we tell them we're not going to be in, we can put a show on like that, and they can hear.
No, that would be good.
Let's just do that from now on, then.
Well,
I mean, if we go off a week or two or whatever.
Yeah.
So just for the curiosity of my customers, would like to probably hear us. You know what I mean?
I like the idea of it. I do.
Well, let's try to do that then.
I can't make a promise on that one.
No.
I can definitely say I like the idea, but I don't know. It's easier said than done. I mean, I could have a
because I know we had his parents here for a while, and I know that one day might come up and say, "Hey, Chuck, won't be able to make it," or it won't be doing a show. And I'd like the idea, if we could do that, to keep those customers happy, is all I'm asking.
Sure.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll just see. We'll see if we can do that. And then also we'll keep doing our live streams on the weekends. I think we will be able to do a VHS watch party this weekend. We got lots of tapes, Uncle.
Well, yeah, we got the two tapes. We got one that a man passed away. I don't know.
Richard Simmons.
I don't know if that'd be a good one to bring back. But I mean,
I know
because it's
an exercise tape.
It's an exercise tape.
We could try to do what Robin had suggested with the exercise tape, in that we stand up and exercise along with the tape. Where if we do, that would be a good one to do it to. Maybe if we can make enough room in here to pull that off, maybe we'll watch Richard Simmons and do the exercises along. But I don't know, though, because we're going to need the headphones on.
That's going to be hard, though. I feel it will, because you have it hooked to here.
Yeah.
And then if you start moving and you're going all kinds of places, that thing will pop out your ears.
Yeah, the headphones, the microphones.
I don't think it will work.
I like the idea, but it could be difficult. We need a whole new set of technologies to make it work.
Yeah.
And here I am holding my old crappy microphone that I don't have to use again. This is a very cheap microphone.
Well, at least, but wait a minute. It might be cheap, but it's beating that new one right now at this point. I mean, you're getting to talk. Yeah. If you haven't had that, you wouldn't have been able to talk tonight.
That's a good point.
That's my point.
That was one of the reasons I bought it, is people reviewed it online, and they're like, yeah, I use this at gigs. It's my backup microphone for if anything happens to my main one. This thing does fine, and it's solid, and it holds up. I was like, yeah, okay. And that's what it's been for me. It's like, it's a tank. It's not the world's greatest mic, but it holds up, and it's dependable, and where I need it, it works. So these nicer new microphones just – they come out of the box broken, I guess. Sometimes, not all the time, but when they do, we got this. This is the pile.
Your lucky thing I said I'd like that new one, but your lucky thing I don't have it, because I would be, you know what.
This is the Pile PD Mic 58 is what this is, in case anybody's wondering. Real cheapy, but
it works. Don't yell the cheapies. Don't mess wrong with these cheapies. These cheapies just beats out that thing, brand new, whatever that cost.
Sure does.
So I would knock the cheapies.
Don't knock it till you try it, is what they say.
Exactly what they say. Oh, no.
You may call in 319-527-5016. You're cleared to call.
Call in. First call might have a big surprise.
They might. They might have a big surprise. They might have a little surprise even. Some kind of surprise is in order. We haven't figured out what it is yet. It's a surprise to us.
Yeah, pardon me.
That's how big of a surprise this surprise is.
Yeah.
Surprising.
Yeah. We might have to have, your hour, we might have to have bunkers.
Bunkers?
Yes.
Oh, you're talking about like a Armageddon survival bunker?
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be a luxury bunker?
If it comes down to it.
Okay.
That's, I have to say something, that's on your hour. I threw it out there just to let them know.
Is it going to be one of those like condo sort of things that's in an old missile silo? Is it going to be one of those bunkers?
Something like that.
Or is it going to be we're a rich billionaire and we ripped open the side of a hill in New Zealand to build our mansion there? That's also a bunker, a doomsday bunker.
No, it's the first one.
It's the first one's a little cheaper than that.
Yeah.
It's still not cheap, but cheaper.
Because that guy's a devil. Don't you know?
Yeah,
he's
right.
a devil, man. He's a devil, man.
He's a devil or the devil?
The devil.
The devil.
If he was reading the Bible like you said you were, you would probably get that on to your head right now.
Probably.
Right now.
You
would have got that into your head by now.
I should have.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just had to say that.
Revelations.
Yeah. Revelations. Last book.
The last days.
Last days coming.
Arnold Schwarzenegger has something to say about it. One movie.
Well, whatever you do, don't play the Reverend Sewell discussion at the RNC this week, then, Aaron. For Uncle, his head will explode. The millimeter miracle, and yeah. Don't do that. Hey, Uncle, we've got listeners in Canada, a bunch of them tonight, and we've got listeners in Australia, and all across America, a lot of iPhones are listening tonight. Yeah, iPhones and iPads, lots of Apple products, and Apple won't tell me where they're located anymore, so I don't know where you guys are with your Apple products. It just says USA. So all across the USA. They
won't tell you, the Apple people wouldn't tell you where they're located?
Yeah, the Apple, the thing used to tell me what city they were in, right, or what state they were in, and now it just says USA. That's it, and it's Apple iPad.
They're getting cheaping again.
Something.
They're knocking me off on my iPad for a while.
That's it. It just says Apple iPod, Apple iPad.
I have a time limit.
Yeah, Apple iPhone, and all of them, no city at all, just USA, straight down. So there you go. I just want to let you know.
Protecting privacy, Uncle.
Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What a novel idea.
Why now, Aaron? Does it have something to do with CrowdStrike? Oops, wrong hour. Okay, sorry.
CrowdStrike.
That was the technology outage, Uncle. Remember that? Was that fun?
Oh, no.
That was a good time.
That was your parents' when they were flying the airplane.
It became their problem.
That came their problem. Oh, you heard that story yet, people. If you haven't heard that story.
Trouble getting an airplane.
Yeah. That, I'm starting to believe, stop flying. To fly, either use a boat or use a train. Stay out of the air. Because if these people can't get their act together, can you imagine what the customs would say? That's going flying. I can imagine what they're saying right now. Seen all those suitcases? Bulging of them. Suitcases sitting there in Delta. Completely full. I couldn't even walk in between the damn middle of the aisle to clean it up. Is that bad?
Lots of problems at the airport.
All true. Yeah. And they arrested that football player this week. Was that this week, Aaron? They arrested the football player on the airplane, too?
I didn't hear about that.
Oh, man.
This doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, Delta's got all kinds of problems. Hey, you know what's also weird about this iPhone and iPad thing is they tell me which one. So I see iPhone 13, I see iPhone, all these different iPhones, right? And, somebody out there has an iPhone 5 they're listening. I don't even know. I don't remember the iPhone 5.
I have an iPhone 11.
Yeah,
That's
no,
mine.
I got 11s. I got 11s on the list. I got 13s on the list. I got 12s. I got iPhone 10, but iPhone 5 is on the list too. That's an old phone. When was I'm gonna go look up when the iPhone 5 came out, Uncle.
And now he's gonna go into the brain cell. Truck's going into the brain cell area to trying to find out what is all this stuff about.
We got to know about these phones. I mean, that's interesting that it does give the model on there. So the model, but not the location. I mean, hey, it's good to know what people are using.
Yeah, an iPad
still works.
iPad 1, 2, 3.
As long as they're listening, I don't mind. They're listening to my hour.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
main point.
Yeah. That's what I want them to do is listen to my hour.
Is anybody listening on the PD Mic 58?
I don't know about that. Hey, look, that iPhone came out in 2012, Uncle. So that's a 12-year-old iPhone that somebody is listening to you on right now. And, kudos to you, man. You take care of your stuff because I don't know anybody that's got a 12-year-old phone.
There's no one that I've known that has that old kind of phone.
Yeah, but somebody's got,
You know, his Mrs. Sidekick here, she's going every year, month or two to get a new one. But this is the first time she had to get a used one because something happened to her.
Phones are definitely marketed to be replaced with the newer version. They do that. I mean, that we all know that. It's like, get the new one. Here it is.
Get the new one, but there's still the point is, what are they gonna do if it like the one that they get breaks down?
Yeah.
He asked for a used.
Maybe that's why the phone is being used. It's the backup phone. The 5 is their backup phone. Their new 12 or whatever broke, so they have to break out the old 5. It's like, well, I have this.
It could be. I mean, look, I used to always keep a backup phone, and I would just stick my SIM card into the old phone if I needed to. I mean, that's the old days, though. Nowadays, I don't have a cell phone anymore, but when I still had a working cell phone, that was the trick, right? You keep a phone around that you can stick your little SIM card into, so at least you're not without a phone completely. But
I have my friend in Orange named Joseph. Now he has a phone. Well, I understand because it has a new number on it, and he uses that. So, and because he has to find a place in Orange now because the owners are selling their house and stuff's happening. And so he has to move out.
Yeah, that's the tough thing when you rent and the landlord's an older guy or whatever, and he dies and the kids take it over or something, and then boom, you got to move because they're selling the house or maybe they want to live in it. They take it from you, even if you've been renting there 10 years. That happens, right?
Yeah. I don't know what's
the name of the game, Uncle.
I know.
Now here's the funny part, Uncle. On the cheaper, on cheaper iPhones and PCs and stuff, Uncle, I can see a lot of information. I can see where they're located. I can see that they're using the Firefox browser on their computer. I can see, they're using an Android device and they're using an app. I can see all that kind of stuff, except these weirdly Apple products. I get to know it's an iPhone, iPad, or iPod, and there's a couple of iPods on there that apparently can receive the live broadcast. I don't know how that works. I don't have Apple stuff, but yeah, it's weird. And all of them just tell me the country of origin. That's it. But everybody who's got the cheaper stuff, I know where you are listening to the show. So,
as long as they're listening, like I said, it's okay. They know the hour when I start talking.
Yeah. So the next,
if they want to call, fine, call in if they would. If they would want to.
The next highest thing that people are listening to you on is they're using Firefox either on their phone or on a computer to listen to you. And but mainly it's Apple products, iPhone, iPad, and iPod. Couple of iPods, but still that's the oldest iPhone I've seen in many, many years, iPhone 5, which again was put out in September of 2012, according to what I could get from the Google machine. All right. Anyway, I'll shut up now. I just wanted to give you your report on your people listening, and we have open lines too, so I'll get back to monitoring the phones and leave you alone.
We're live, Uncle. We're taking calls. We've got a chat room. We've got a live stream. We're on the O'Chilly Radio Network. We're all over the internet.
Well, I'm waiting on the first phone call.
And do be aware that probably tomorrow or Sunday.
Where are you, Jimmy?
Oh, coaxing the callers out. We know that the callers are hiding under rocks right now. Do you dare dial the Uncle hotline? Are you crazy enough to do it? Does your insanity match our insanity?
The back scratchers are banging the balls. They're banging the balls in their ears.
They are?
In the crack room.
Oh, yeah.
I hear them banging the balls.
That would be the O'Chilly Radio Network chat, the O'Chilly.com chat.
They're out there. I can hear them.
We've got Creative Accents in the O'Chilly chat.
What's he have to say these days?
Creative Accents says,
and when's he
I'm
gonna get
Firefox. Ha, ha, ha. He's very proud of his browser.
And when's he going to get on the phone?
I don't know.
I'm still waiting.
He doesn't mention that.
Yeah, I know that.
Phase Shifter there is also using Firefox. We've got Chuck in the chat at the O'Chilly.com chat. I see those three fellows there right now. Nobody in the Uncle chat right now. People are upset with us, Uncle. We've been away too long. We've been bad.
Like I've been trying to tell you, we have to start doing these shows, or at least have backup plan if we don't show up. I mean, I can understand why they're mad. I can fairly understand why my customers are mad.
It's fair.
What?
It's fair. We've been bad content creators.
We are not on schedules.
We're not.
We got to start doing the schedule. Not doing the plan. Do what we're going to do on the weekend.
Trust the plan.
Trust the plan. And I'm hearing...
Huh?
You're going to do a hunting trip.
A hunting trip? I'm going to do a hunting trip.
Hunting trip, Mr. Sidekick said. Camping trip.
Oh, camping. Yeah.
Well, what I call that hunting trip.
Okay,
camping trip.
It's similar, sometimes.
I know. And that, hopefully that's not on a Friday.
No, I don't think. No, that won't be a Friday. I don't believe that'd be another day. I think so. We won't go hunting on Friday.
We have to try, if possible, starting tonight. Yeah, what are you talking now? Next week to keep it going. Yes. And then to see to get my customers back, because I think that's what the problem is.
Uncle, we need help from Vladimir Putin.
Who the heck is Putin?
He's the only man that can save us. He's going to be the guy to cut me a check every week so I can show up every week. And then I can be here every week when I'm getting paid by him. But no, I'm getting paid by my normal job, and then sometimes they have me come in on a Friday like they did today. Luckily, I got to go in very early. And I'm only tired now. I'm here. I'm tired, but I'm here, which is good. Which is a good combo.
Well,
makes me a little crazier.
That's your thing about work. We had the system where you work 4 days a week and you're off on Friday.
In theory,
but now I'm seeing it differently. But I can understand that because you want it. But still, I had that Friday open to do these shows.
Working for the Russian Federation is a real great work-life balance. So.
What is this relation?
I'm talking about the gravy train. I want to jump on that thing. Everybody else does it. Why can't I do it?
What's that? What's gravy train?
It's making the moolah, Uncle. It's bringing the cashola in.
So, I mean, you would
monetizing.
Then you would rather have worked on the Friday. Well, speaking.
I'd rather sell out to a foreign government and be their propaganda mouthpiece so I could be here every Friday than work a dumb wage slave job like the moron that I am and have to not be here sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm a rube, Uncle. I'm a rube. Do you understand? I'm a fool.
What's a rube?
I'm a rube. Look at me. Do you want to know what a rube is? See this face?
Yeah.
Now look to the dictionary. Go under R-U-B-E. This picture of this guy. That's what a rube is. That's all you need to know. If I were smart, I would know. I know what to do if I was smart, but I don't know because I'm stupid. And so, in not doing it, I lost my train of thought. See, I told you I was an idiot. Following us, Uncle?
I don't understand. We have Mr. Sidekick working at home.
Yeah.
She's got money sometimes flowing in with. I heard she got a new what's his name is helping her too now.
Yes,
She's got
She's got a couple of things going.
She got two
She's doing a
good
fine job.
workers now, and
Very good. She's doing
Craig,
yes, Craig. The guy who has the list.
that has the list.
The guy behind the list, Craig,
is working, is helping. She's going to be working with him, and he got that other guy used to be from New York, down Florida, working with the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Exactly.
So
Craig from Craigslist and the Pittsburgh Pirates are helping my wife out a lot. They really are. It's true. It's true.
And
can't make this stuff up.
That was because, of course, she was off and gone for that other idiot job she had. Mm-hmm. So now she's at least bringing something.
Well, you know what they say. You know what they say, Uncle. The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away.
That I do know. I know that. I know that scripture. I know that one.
You know that, but do you know the next part of the riddle, Uncle? Who is the Lord in today's world?
Him up there. It's him up there, no one else. Him up there. If you go any further than him up there, you're in big, deep trouble. That there, he's up there. The one day comes that you're going to see him. He'll be up there. And that's where he is, standing up what's that?
Uncle,
throne.
Uncle, I have to say I love your idealism.
But I know where you're going.
Where am I going?
I know.
Where am I going with this?
Start talking.
Yes.
I know what you're talking about.
Tell me what I'm going to say.
You're going to say the devil himself is something else.
Yeah.
You don't talk about that idiot.
I don't.
That idiot is, I know for a fact, that is cool. Wait a minute. Let's get back. I got something to talk about tonight.
Okay.
No, wait a minute. I'm going to talk about
Please
this
talk
tonight.
about it. Please talk about it.
I'm going to talk about the word beast. Does anybody understand what the beast means? What are you laughing about?
I'm laughing about the beast.
This is true. If you don't believe me,
Uncle,
this is true. And this is what I think Sidekick is trying to tell me. I know it is, and I know fact that that's what you're trying to say.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See.
You're kind of correct.
Yes.
I mean,
yes, I know. I know because I read the Bible. I read that whole Bible.
Yes.
A person that have read the Bible
Yes.
understands what's going to happen.
They do.
Yeah. So that's what I've been trying to tell you. Try to do if you want to.
Good luck. This is a brick. This is a brick.
This is what I mean. You can ask them. You can ask them if they would.
You can only show them the way, isn't that it? Something
that's
like
it.
shepherding.
Show them the way, or if not, it kicks away.
Yes.
But I was actually testing you on that.
Wow, I was just tested.
I'm testing.
Did
that,
I pass?
No. You decided what you decided.
I made my decision.
You made your decision.
I am wearing a Danzig T-shirt, it should be noted, so I'm pretty far gone in that regard. I will make my point for what it's worth.
Yeah,
Uncle, you might remember back in the feudal times, those beloved times that I just wish would come back so bad. Do you know who they called Lord back then? In feudal times? Who was Lord? Why, by golly, it was the landowner. You called them Lord. The Lord of the land was Lord. It's a title of nobility.
Wait a second.
It's a title of nobility, Lord.
Something about that, but it didn't don't say it that way. I heard the lamb
The Lamb of God.
the lamb of the sheep.
The Lamb of the sheep.
The sheep was what is what it said in the Bible.
Okay, well, yeah.
The sheep.
Did it mention sheeple at any point? Where does it say? I'm pretty sure the Bible mentions sheeple, but I forget which book.
I didn't hear the sheep bull, but I heard a sheep though. I think we're going into religion tonight.
The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. In our day,
Yeah, well, that does happen. I know that. That I can tell you, it does happen.
there were lords in the old days and there's lords in the new days, and it's not a whole lot different then than it is now. We just don't use the same terminology. We don't use the same little titles. We've got more polite ways to say things these days, but they still take things away, and they give us things and they take things away from us, and that's the game we're playing, Nicole. That's the game of life. Milton Bradley.
Remember that game of life and the playing things?
You get a little plastic car and you put your little pokers in there. The different family, the little pegs are family members.
And they go around the board.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that game.
It's a good time. Good time was had by all. So you can call in and join this conversation, everybody. Tell me about your Lord. Tell me about your landlord. Tell me about the Lord. Tell me about some other Lord. There's Lord Byron, for all I care. I don't know. 319-527-5016. Come talk to us. It's Friday night. It's the Uncle Show. It's the O'Chelly Radio Network. We enjoy company. I won't say misery enjoys company because I'm enjoying myself right now. Fully.
The only thing is, I forgot to bring a drink up here to relax myself.
We sure could use one.
I know. I meant the Bumwine Bob drink downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to bring that up, but I got involved with something.
Yeah. Yeah, so we still do have MD 2020. I forget, what was the one?
You did 2020 wine.
It was spiked. Was it 2020 spiked is what it was, right? That one that we got and we drank with Bob on the show?
I think so.
I think that's what they called it. It's even higher alcohol content than a regular one.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
It's still in the fridge, and I was drinking it, but I meant to bring it up.
Yeah, that'll get me in trouble, as we've stated before.
I know it'll get you in trouble because you can't handle it, like I said.
I cannot.
You cannot handle it like a man.
I can't do it.
What does that man say?
What does that man say?
You can't take the truth. No, you can't take the truth.
That should be the tagline or the slogan for Uncle the Podcast, Uncle.
I'm thinking about putting that on, too.
Should be Uncle the Podcast. What does that man say?
Yeah. I'm thinking about adding. No, I'm thinking about adding it.
You like that?
I was thinking about adding it.
Got a ring to it.
After the song come in, then say that. Yeah, that sounds good.
You're listening to Uncle the Podcast. What does that man say? Tonight, we're getting into the very important topic that we pre-scripted, and we have some very special guests coming on the show.
Who are they? Where are they at?
No one. I was lying the whole time. Nobody agreed to come on this show. Nobody likes us. But that's all right.
I'm surprised the phones ain't ringing there, Chuck.
I'm kidding, Uncle. They don't dislike us. It's just we're throwing everybody off because we're not here enough. It's true. It's true. I'm not denying that.
I know
There's no denial of that. It's true. I'm trying
to say, if we don't be here, at least record something.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
It's a good idea. It's definitely
so that way. Hey, there's something we can hear.
Yes,
that's all I'm saying.
We could also come up with a really weird idea where I can get some sort of setup going, where I just have maybe side woman press a button and it goes to a recording of, I don't know, like nature sounds or something, or put a microphone out in the yard and get the sounds of frogs or something. And that could be the placeholder when we're not here and we can't do a show. You get to listen to the frogs in the backyard.
Something like that.
It could be relaxing.
People will listen to it, and I know we do relax themselves.
They might. Yeah. I like the idea of that. We need to start making more like ambient relaxation content.
Shows?
Audio and video, I think. It's going to be a new format.
I'm thinking of putting that together.
I'm only half kidding. I would really like to.
Half kidding? I don't go kid. Especially when we're not here.
I know.
Only when we're not here, it would relax the customers. Say, hey, this is nice and quiet.
Yeah.
People will listen.
They would. It gives you something to like just turn on and relax. Maybe even meditate. For God, help us do that too. And for once in our lives, relax. If we're allowed to do so, probably not. But maybe for a minute or two, then we can get back to the all-important business of scurrying and hurrying about doing the important things that we do every day. We got important things, Uncle. We're important people.
Yeah, when we can get around to doing these things. Sometimes. So I wondered. I know this week you were gonna be early because you're coming home and you did it.
Yeah, plenty of time.
Other than that time, what's here? What's there? Get going here. Get over here. Wait, get the thing up. Put the thing up. Put it up. Psst.
Yeah, we're important.
You know, believe it or not, look, the callers always drop off when you guys are off for a week or two, and listeners drop off a bit. They just forget to tune back in unless you're steady on. That's one thing Uncle's saying. He's right.
Yes,
but,
that's it. That's it, Chuck. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, but the other thing is, Uncle, believe it or not, this has been flying right by. You only got like 12 and a half minutes left.
And no one calling.
And nobody called.
Why? Because they have the idea of us not sort of being here.
They have that idea.
And so, why do we put on the phone? Why do we listen? Why do we call? Why do we call? And all this. I can understand my customers thinking that way, though. I can understand them thinking that way. No.
I'm not mad at anybody. Nobody's at fault. It makes perfect sense. This is the way things are, so it's fine.
12 minutes. Holy moly.
Yeah, nobody's complaining. It's just the way of things.
I'm just making a show, add up a show, talking to myself and sidekick here to make a show out of it and get something out of it, and that's what I'm just doing here now at this time.
I want to believe that if a random person somehow found this and watched the live stream or listened to the radio show, and they actually listened, I want to say that this could be engaging.
Engaging? What's this?
They might actually keep listening once they start listening.
Oh.
That's assuming that they found this thing in the first place, which is a lot to assume. Which is hard. That's a
hard in itself to do.
That's the tricky thing these days. That's tough. It's tough. It just is.
Everybody get on X too. Whatever that X is, I don't know what that X is, people.
Yes, we gotta.
I don't know what that is.
We gotta subscribe to the premium for that, Uncle, so that we can continue streaming there. It's worthwhile. We do get a lot of traction, or we were getting a lot of traction on there. So
I don't know what we're getting because you're the one looking at distractions over there. I'm not even looking at I'm just talking on my own regular show.
Sidekick is a living distraction, Uncle. That's my job. I make it my job every week to distract.
I know. I noticed that.
You see that? But you are undaunted. You're undeterred. Somehow, as much as I try to distract you, but it doesn't work.
You know it don't work my hour. Might work your hour, but it won't work my hour because people want to have a talk.
I know.
The comedy show. And I can give it to them that way.
That's right. No matter how hard I try, I can't stop the voice. The voice continues going.
Exactly. That's my point.
It is.
And there's a squeak. Who's squeaking back there?
Might have been a rodent of some kind, I'm thinking. You never know where they're going to pop up.
Chuck's getting bored, I think, and then just making all that noise.
Oh, yeah, the buttons are being pressed, yeah. Oh, Phase Shifter in the Ocelli Chat is saying play some old Transistor radio episodes when we're not here, is what he means. So no relaxation for us, he says. No calls till Aaron and Uncle issue a public apology and reparations to the squirrels they've wrongly blamed for eating the pomegranates when it was aphids all along.
That's Ed talking to you.
Is that him?
That's Ed talking.
Yeah.
That's his food. His animal.
Look, there's
animals.
aphids on them now. They don't. An aphid will get on there like they do now, and they'll just make a mess, and they'll chew tiny little bits of it at a time off. They won't completely remove the entire pomegranate overnight like happened before. That was not an aphid doing that before.
Was it?
I know my aphids. I know what they do. Okay,
I never even seen them. Mine's never even. But never even seen them.
I wish I could say the same thing, Uncle. I know all too much about them. They're destroying our crops, Uncle. It's a blight. It's a blight upon the land, these disgusting little creatures that should be eradicated from the face of the earth. We're going to commit genocide on small insects. We'll start there, and we'll see where we can go from there. We have to deem those who are fit and unfit, Uncle. We are the chosen ones to decide. We are the saviors of the world that know best, and we know the best and the brightest, and we know the opposite. So, hey, I'm coming up with good ideas right now, Uncle.
I'm listening.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad to have an audience for this. All you need is a microphone these days, you see, and you can just spread the best ideas to everybody who so desires. Whoever you can get to have listen, they'll listen. And if you say it good enough, they'll actually believe you. I hope I'm selling this, Uncle.
Well, this is very weird. No calling.
I know.
Yeah. I had one time I had no calls. It's been a while back, but whatever. I had all those slow nights before. I'm not saying all time slow, but
No, we
just slow tonight
every now and
because
again,
of what you're saying. We're not here often, and I think it's got to them to my customers saying, "Hey, why do we have to call in if they're hardly not there every week?" I can see their point about that. What's that noise?
That was something.
That's Chuck playing his background stuff.
That might be one of those sounds that you can kill an aphid with.
Yeah, that's what
I hope that's what
like.
it is. We need to use sonic warfare upon these creatures. We got our tech department working on it right now.
Like the point. What about that street cream doing these days? I haven't heard much about those guys. Get on the board and start finding them out.
They're somewhere out there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm enjoying myself, actually. I think
enjoying yourself? Just here talking to yourself.
I'm having a good old time. I'm having a good time coming up with really good ideas. We're having a fun show. We're enjoying ourselves. We're preparing ourselves mentally for the streams we will continue to do throughout the weekend. We're going to be watching VHS tapes, which is very strenuous, and we have to mentally prepare ourselves right now for that upcoming event.
Well, I don't know what the other tape she got. I didn't know what that one was about. She just Mrs. Sidekick just went to the sideboard and checked these tapes, and Simmons, and I don't know what the other one is.
We have our ideas written on a dry erase board. It's a very detailed Venn diagram that we've created. And a lot of things are overlapping one with another. Uncle the Podcast is overlapping with Elon Musk, is overlapping with VHS tapes.
Yeah.
And in so discovering this Venn overlapping, we've come to the conclusion that the market research is telling us that we have to make a live stream entitled Elon Musk Uncle Watches VHS on a Saturday. We have to do it.
To see who gets themselves in trouble for stuff. Not us, I hope.
I guess.
Him?
I'm just telling you.
I just want to know who's going to be the trouble man. That's all I'm asking. Who's the trouble man?
Well, I haven't figured that part out.
That's what I want to know.
I'm just going with what the data tells me, Uncle, which is what you have to do. If you don't do that, you're not doing anything.
What? Data's a lot of data's going on?
A lot. Yeah, we got big data. Big. A lot of it.
I know.
And it's telling us what to do. We've got the analytics. We got the data. It's very detailed. Very detailed. It's got no end of suggestions for us. And I say we take all of them. Let's take every single suggestion that our computer throws at us and just do it.
Yeah. Oh, well.
No, not oh well. We should be celebrating this moment, Uncle.
Celebrating? What the heck are you celebrating? Running around back and forth, up and down.
Right
now it's ridiculous, transparent.
We are surfing on a digital tsunami.
This is crummy unoperational.
Everybody.
Order in the court. This is a talk show. Not a damn vanilla show.
Uncle, the Olympics are on. Surfing is an Olympic event.
The Olympics started tonight, people. Mm-hmm. And you should have seen that balloon light up. The nice one. That's the first time I've ever seen a balloon like that light up.
Oh, yeah? Opening ceremony?
In the sun moon. Balloon. That's what it was.
Okay, I believe it. I didn't watch. I've only saw little bits and pieces online and people complaining about.
Complaining? What are they complaining about the Olympics for?
Satan made it or something. I don't know.
Satan made it. No, they're going the other side. They're falling off the side.
They are?
Those people, yeah. They're falling off the side.
They fell off the side of the earth, of flat earth? Did they fall off the side of flat earth? They did that?
About Satan in that. And them.
Oh man.
They did. That's what they're talking about.
That's dangerous, Uncle.
That's what they're doing. You're listening what they're doing. That's what you're listening to, son.
I listened to it?
Yeah, it's what you just told me.
I was online. I was listening to it. You got me.
Bingo. Ding, 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 ding.
Caught me red-handed, Uncle.
Yep. See, I can grab that thought of what you're doing.
I see that.
I have the thought in the head. I know what you're thinking, and that's what it's going to fall down to.
There's no escaping.
No.
There's no escaping.
No, because I know.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm glad somebody knows around here.
Well, I don't know about the other people in this family, but I do.
Uncle, we're toward the end of the show. Do we want to give shout-outs to somebody?
Shout out to us.
Oh.
Bottom line. Nobody calls. Nobody answers. And thank you for listening for the ones that have been listening. That's my shout out. Bye-bye.
I like that confidence, yes. I'll just say that, should I give a shout out too or no?
You can say the same if you want, but I don't know what you're going to say.
Shout out to the surfers of the Olympics. I hope you bring home a gold medal for the United States, and I hope that your cruise ship is fun that you're staying on. I learned that yesterday. Anyway, this is Uncle the Podcast live on Friday nights on the Ocelli Radio Network always. Also, we're UncleThePodcast.com is the site. Add Uncle Podcast on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, something else I forget. But yes, thank you. Oh, and Sally Dawson in the chat. It's great to see you. Willow's watching and commentating. Make sure to hang out with us on our VHS stream, Sally. I'm sure you'll be there, probably tomorrow. So we'll see you all there. Uncle, bring us home for the night, please.